to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I would love it if you could subscribe. And if you're already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So you're just going to have to excuse the hair. It was really annoying me today and it's due to be washed, so I just put it up like this. I do feel a little bit like Miss Trunchbull from Matilda, I'm not going to lie, but I just needed it out of my face because, like I said, it was annoying me. It should be one of those days. Today is going to be my 6th update, the That's Expensive project pan. This is a project created by Misty and it is a PANtastic Ladies Club Facebook group project. What I will do is I will leave Misty's channel below and I'll also leave a link to the PANtastic Ladies Club Facebook group if you'd like to go over there and join. And this project is where you try to get use out of your more expensive products in your collection. What you deem expensive is completely down to you and your collection. For me, I've got McGrath, NARS, Charlotte Tilbury, etc. But yours could be Rimmel, Maybelline, whatever it is that you deem expensive. So I can roll 2 things out this month, and one of the items, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so excited that this can roll out. So without further ado, let's just get into the update. So I'm going to talk about the 2 products that I have met my goal on or finished, and then we'll talk about the products I'm still working on, and then what I will do at the end is I'll bring in the 2 products for the products I finished. So the first product, and this was in my empties, but I finished the Elemis Superfood Vital Veggie Mask. I've been working on this, I think, since the intro. Yeah, I've been working on this since the intro and we're at the 6th update. I have no idea why it's taken me so long to finish this because it hasn't been an awful product. I think it's just been one of those products where for the first few months I hadn't put it in eyesight, so I kept forgetting about it. And then I've just been a little bit slack and a bit lazy with face masks because I have usually been getting in the shower too late and then I'm rushing and then I have to go to bed, so I haven't been able to have the opportunity to wear this for 10 minutes because I'm rushing. So I finally got it done and I only used it a further one time. I really didn't have that much left. So this is where I was and I managed to, I think it got to this point and I was just really struggling to get anything out anyway. So I'm just really glad I've managed to finish that. And the second item I'm going to be rolling out of this project is this, and this is my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, one of my favourite concealers in my collection. At one point I thought I really didn't like this. Turns out I used an entire one and then missed it. I have really enjoyed using this, and my goal for this was to hit pan. And as you can see at the bottom there, I now have pan. This is still going to take me a long time to finish. When I finished one of these before, I think it took me well over a year even after I'd hit pan, so I'm not going to be putting this in a project anytime soon to finish, but I'm really glad I've managed to get some more use on it. This is usually the concealer I grab for when I'm going on nights out, and I used this 13 times, so I only rolled this in last month. I used it a further 13 times and I managed to hit pan. This had a lot of use on it anyway, but I don't know, I didn't realise it was going to come so fast, so yeah, I'm really happy that I can roll that one out as well, and it's had some use and not just sat in my drawer. So now let's talk about the products that I'm still working on. I do have one product that I still haven't started in this project. It's been since the intro, and it's the Rioja Farewell Frizz. I actually think, I've just decided this right now, I actually think I'm going to roll this out, this project, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get any more use on it for a good couple of months, and I don't just want this sitting here. It's been sat here since the intro and it still hasn't been used. It will get put in another project at some point in the future, so I think I'm going to roll this out and I'm going to bring something else in its place. I don't know what yet. I will make that decision at the end. So yeah, I'm just going to roll that one out, but I'm not going to count it as I'm not going to count it as 3 things rolled out because I haven't even started that one yet. I'm making a conscious decision to just get some use on something else because that at the moment is just sat collecting dust. Let's talk about the products I actually have worked on. So the next one I have is my Charlotte Tilbury JK Magic. This is just a little mini. I absolutely love the packaging on these. I got these in a little set and it came with 3 of them. And I have used this 15 times over the last month. My goal for this is to finish it. So this is where I'm at. I feel like I've made some pretty good progress on this. I still feel like I've got a ways to go on it. But I didn't want to just keep putting loads of stuff in this project for like usage, because I do want to try and challenge myself on some products, and this one will definitely be one of them. It is a colour I can wear all of the time. I'm wearing it today. I feel like it goes really well if I want to do a bit more of a bold look like this one, which I know some people might be like, that's not really a bold look, but for me, that's a bold look. I'm just going to keep this in. I'm going to keep working on it. I do really like this colour. Like I said, it goes with everything, so I am enjoying using that. The next product I've been using is my NARS foundation. This is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I've just had this in for 20 uses because I'm trying to work through and get some use pretty much all my foundations, but the 2 foundations I've had in this project are my only 2 high-end foundations. I've used this 9 times the last month, so up to now I'm at 16 uses. This one will definitely be rolled out next month. I don't think I'm going to have any problems getting 4 uses on this. So this is a foundation that I've actually learned to love. I find that I think my previous self would put too much on, and I think that's what made it look a little bit more drying, and I also do think it's what primer you put on with it as well. And at the moment the ones I've been using have been a lot more glowy and hydrating, so this has worked really well with it. I wouldn't necessarily say I'd go out and repurchase this one again though. I do definitely want to try the Sheer Glow from NARS, but I don't dislike this. I mean, I never disliked it, but I do like it a little bit more than what I did when I first brought it in. The next product, I have actually worked on all of the products this month and I've got uses on all of them, like makeup wise, so I'm really happy. So the next one I have is my McGrath Labs blush. The shade for this one is Flirtatious. So this is what it looks like. Beautiful blush. I've used this 3 times, so I've managed to get some use on it. I do just want to use this one 10 times. So I'm on the way to getting those uses. I don't think this is going to be a product I'll have rolled out by next month, because I'm working on quite a few blushes at the moment. What I will say is the shade that I thought this was, that I bought on the website when it came, was definitely different. So just bear that in mind if you are going to buy one of these blushes, and maybe look at swatches and stuff online, see what they actually look like. But I mean, either way, this is still a pretty blush, still one I can get away with wearing. So yeah, I'm glad I'm finally getting some use on it, because I've had so many people say really good stuff about these blushes, and I do think it is a nice blush. The next product I have been working on is my Hourglass Palette. This was the Christmas collection of last year. This was the Ambient Lighting Edit in Universe. So this is what it looks like. I'm not going to lie to you, the only thing I have used is this, and I've used this powder twice. I do want to use some of the blushes and the highlight in here, and I am going to try and incorporate that over the following month, because I don't want just all my 10 uses on this just for this powder. This powder's okay. I don't see a dramatic difference in my opinion to like the one I bought from Elf, which was £4. Just to see what I think to the bronzer, blushes and highlight in this palette. I really hope that I like this. I feel like even if it's just a product that's okay, I'm going to keep it in my collection, because this was a gift from my partner, and it is an expensive product. I think the powder's just okay, but I'll report back on what I think to the other products in that palette. But I do really like the packaging on it. Absolutely beautiful. And then the last product I've been working on is this, and this is huge. This is the McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey palette. So again, this was part of the Christmas collection last year, and I've only used this once, and I do want to use this 10 times as well. So this is what it looks like. Absolutely stunning. I love it. And which shade did I use? Just trying to figure out what shade I used. Ooh, I used this one because I was wearing a purple jumper, and this went beautifully with it, and I did enjoy that shade. Now that is the only time I have used it, and I only did use that one shade, so I do want to dig into other shades in this palette. But I mean, I have all the colours I will ever need in this palette, and I absolutely love it. So I can't wait to play with that one a little bit more, and I do have 9 uses to go on that. I do think next update I should only have one thing rolled out, I think, and I do think it will just be the foundation, because a lot of the other products I'm working on other stuff in other projects, so that just means I can't focus solely on that. Okay, so now let's roll in the 3 products now, the products that I'm rolling out of this project. So I'll talk about the first 2 products that I was originally going to just roll in, and then I'll go and get a 3rd product to roll in for the Rioja Farewell Frizz Heat Protectant. So the first product I'm going to be rolling in is this, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in One Fair. I bought this for myself for my advent calendar last year, and I haven't touched this yet, and we're in July. So I really want to see what I think to this. A lot of people said that this was a nice bronzer. I know a lot of people went up a shade in this rather than getting like one pale. I think they got medium because I think this is not as intense when it goes on the skin. That's perfectly fine for me. I much prefer something to be able to build it up anyway. I really do want to try this because, like I said, it's just been sat in my collection. I do just want to use this one 10 times. And then the second product I'm going to be bringing in is this perfume, and this is the Amazing Grace by Philosophy. And I've had this sat in my collection, and I'm running quite low now on my perfume samples, so I do just want to start working on these little minis, and I do want to keep this in this project to finish. I haven't even sprayed it yet, which is never good, so let's see what I think to it. Yeah, that's nice. I can see myself wearing that, which is always good. I should have really checked that before I actually was going to bring it into this project, because if I didn't like it, that would not have been good. Is this definitely perfume? I'm looking at it now and I'm like, is this a room spray? Is this a perfume? Spray fragrance. But then it says Eau de Toilette Spray Vaporizer. I'm not, you know me, I butcher pretty much anything when I try to say it. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out now. That's really made me doubt that this is a perfume. I mean, it smells really nice. It smells fresh. Let me know below if you've had this, and let me know if it's actually a perfume. I'm going to use it as a perfume. It says spirit fragrance, so I'm using it as a perfume, and I do want to finish that. It does smell really nice, really clean, so that's always good. So now I'm going to go and get the 3rd product. Okay, so I'm back, and I've chose the 3rd product I'm going to be putting into this project, and I'm going to be bringing in this, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Colour Corrector in One Fair, and this isn't really going to clash with anything in any other project, so I do want to set myself a pretty ambitious goal with this, and I do want to try and hit pan. So this is how it's looking. I have no idea when that will be, but I have used this before, and it's a nice product. I bought this off the recommendations of Jessica Braun, because I usually absolutely love everything that she recommends, and this was one of them. So I do want to try and hit pan on this, and I'm curious to see how long this is going to take. But again, like I said, it's not really going to clash with anything, because I'm working on another concealer in another project, but I can put this underneath the concealer, or I can just use this on days when I just want a little something underneath the eye. So that is my update. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and it means the absolute world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. And I'd love to know below if you're doing this project, because I'd love to come over and watch. And until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.